Hi and welcome to this new video. Today we're going to compare the Klipsch One against the Harman Kardon Go Play. Both are very comparable, both have, similar sized batteries built in, both are almost the same size and almost the same weight, just that the Klipsch started at a price point of $100 more than the Harman Kardon. So it started at $400 compared to $300 with the Harman Kardon. So I think that Klipsch definitely would set the One over the Go Play as a, speaker. I personally don't quite agree on this, as I think that the Harman Kardon is the much better speaker. Currently you can find, or not much better, but the superior speaker. Currently you can find the Klipsch for about 350 euros and the Harman Kardon already below 200 euros, so it's definitely price-wise in another category. Sound-wise, again, I would maybe set them in one category when it comes to, pure specs, like, loudness or bass. But the overall sound tuning of the Harman Kardon, in my opinion, is superior, and you will also hear this in some minutes. Also, this time I won't check them out at max volume. Maybe you saw my last video about the Klipsch, which was called Klipsch One Maximum Volume Fail, and you could hear that it heavily distorts on max volume, although it's about as loud as a Phantom on 70% volume, which is incredibly loud. It didn't sound very good at those kind of volumes. On max volume it was unusable, it sounded horrible and very distorted. 2 days after the video, Klipsch contacted me in the comment section saying that they want to exchange my unit and that there is, a better version out there and that my unit is just broken and this usually doesn't happen. I told them, yes, it's nice, but I want to send back the speaker anyways, as I'm also not quite satisfied with the normal sound of it. So in this video I won't do any maximum volume checks, as it might be really unfair for the Klipsch. So there are two possibilities. Either the Klipsch always sounds like this and it simply is a really bad performer at max volume and Klipsch forgot to build in a limiter, which would be very likely because they did the same with the KMC3, the predecessor. Or the second version is that my Klipsch unit is damaged and, has an issue inside, and that there are better versions out there which can play those volumes clean. I'm not quite sure about this, so in this test we will just focus on volumes up to 80% volume or up to 80% loudness, just to make the comparison more fair. So now I will stop talking. Please put up your headphones, as this is a normal microphone recording. Another information, the things you will see in some seconds are images. Many people hate under my videos telling me that I do fake comparisons because you see only images instead of videos. Of course, those are just images to show you which speaker is playing, and in my editing program I put the audio line under the images and then I match the switching so that you can see which speaker is playing, so don't get confused there. And now enjoy.
You don't have to wait until the world is over. Tell me how you feel. Why can't you take me closer? I could be the wind. I could take you higher. If I could steal the sun, could I be your fire? I'll take you to the moonlight. Be racing. Ooh, I wanna take you there. Show you a fancy car.
Let the sunshine light your face. Welcome in its warm embrace. Seek love before your eyes. So mirrors for our skies. Try to hide. Set all your dreams aside. Reach high to find your heart's emotion.
breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale, this music's all that I need. Filling up my lungs, filling up my lungs. Filling up my lungs. Take a breath and breathe. Inhale, exhale, this music's all that I need. 5 years from that bottom slide. Talk, but I never stop. Call my show, try to hold me back, but you can't keep me from the top. Yeah, I worked hard, yeah, I took chances. Half my hometown can't stand us. Did everything. Got people saying I'm next. Now I cut checks for the songs I drop. Finally getting love for the bars I got. Bring it all back in love from the east. Talk on the gram, not a word when we meet. Keep that BS in my bag, they won't talk to my face. I burn this to the ground. Yeah, beat. Say that I'm garbage, I guess we got beef and they envy. My hunger get pissed when we eat. Whole squad coming up with me. Yeah, I'm close to the.
And I take you down to the burning ground. Yeah, you change me up. Yeah, you turn it around. You're the one that rain. See you again in the morning sun. And when the day is done, yeah, you take my hand and you walk with me. And sometimes it feels like eternity. And I turn the tide, I'll get back my pride, and I'll make you proud. Loud, gonna take you down to the burning ground, to the burning ground, to the burning ground, to the burning ground, to the burning ground. When the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, Lord, I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in, when St. John of the Cross comes marching in.
So this is it from the sound comparison. It actually was, I think, pretty short this time because I left out the maximum volume test. I can already tell you the clip, I don't know, is much louder than the Harman Kardon, about 4 or 5 times louder, but it's unusable. As the distortion is just too heavy, not even for a party. All your guests will complain when you play this speaker at maximum volume if it's not only my unit. If all units sound like this, don't buy this speaker for max volume use. And now let's focus on normal volumes, because we played it at about 40 to 60% of the volume spectrum all the time here in this comparison. And I would say that they definitely built a nice speaker here with great hardware, with a lot of potential, but Klipsch simply messed it up in the tuning. Many companies do this. They do nice products, they look good, they feel good, they have great drivers in them, great specs, but they just mess it up with the software tuning. I don't know, I'm very sure that if the Klipsch was a product by Harman Kardon and it would be the next Harman Kardon Go Play, it would sound 10 times better. The speaker has so much potential. As you can see, it's made from wood. I think they even used FIFA drivers in this, which are one of the best drivers you can buy on the market, and it's really sad that they messed the tuning up so much. So let me explain here. With I think all of the tracks, you could hear that the Harman Kardon simply sounded, I don't know, better. It sounded rounder, it sounded more finished, more detailed sometimes, just like a, I don't know, more well thought speaker than the Klipsch. And in reality, it actually doesn't need to be like this. The Klipsch, again, with a better tuning, could be the way superior speaker to the Harman Kardon, just because it has better hardware. I mean, as you can see, it has a wooden housing. It has, of course, better drivers. I took a look inside, not really inside, but I shined a flashlight through the grills, and you can see that those are really good looking drivers. And in reality, the Klipsch could be the better speaker, but again, they just messed up in the software. So first of all, let's start with the bass, and I think this is one of the main reasons why the Harman Kardon sounds better than the Klipsch with most of the tracks I played. As you could again hear from almost any track, the Harman Kardon sounded more full-bodied, rounder, more powerful, just like a more high quality and more expensive speaker. And again, it actually doesn't need to be like this, because the Klipsch has bass down to 50 Hz. It's very comparable to the Harman Kardon, and if they boosted the bass frequencies at about 50 to 70 Hz, which is the low bass in those speakers, it would have sounded exactly the same as the Harman Kardon. It would be as powerful, as full-bodied sounding, as relaxed sounding, but they made one very common mistake many manufacturers make at the moment, or they have always made. For example, I don't know, let's take UE as an example. They usually make small crappy speakers, and those speakers have cheap drivers inside. So they go ahead and push the upper bass. Upper bass allows you to make the speaker louder sounding, it allows you to make the speaker bigger sounding, and it's easier for the small drivers to produce, because small drivers can usually not move that much air, and in order to create real low bass, you need to have high quality drivers, or in order to produce clean low bass and powerful low bass, you need high quality drivers. UE products usually have very bad drivers built in, which can not produce the lower bass, so UE just pushes the upper bass. It makes the speaker louder, bigger, and usually, I don't know, more powerful sounding to most people, and again, it's also much easier for the drivers to produce. With the Klipsch, on the other hand, there is no low bass you would need to compensate for, as you get real low bass with the Klipsch. I mean, you could just push the low bass on the Klipsch and it would sound as powerful as the Harman Kardon. There's no need to compensate for it, as there's more than enough of it. So Klipsch made the mistake of pushing the upper bass way too far, and now the upper bass drowns out all of the nice deep low bass from the Klipsch. Again, it reaches down to 50 Hz. It could have sounded very powerful, again as good as the Harman Kardon, but because they pushed the upper bass too far for some reason, maybe they also wanted to make it sound bigger, which is no reason for this speaker, as it sounds big enough also without this upper bass boost. Well, they implemented it and now it sounds like this. Also, going to the next point, which are the mids. Actually, I think that the mids on the Klipsch sound way nicer than on the Harman Kardon, especially with the last track. You could hear the voices and the overall, I don't know, mid-range just sounded clearer, more transparent, and just more accurate and natural with the Klipsch, while the Harman Kardon had a slightly cheap and hollow character to it. Again, I prefer the Harman Kardon with this. You might ask yourself why now? Again, it's because of the bass. As soon as the bass kicked in, the very nice mids of the Klipsch were gone and the bass drowned them out all the time. So that's why the Harman Kardon again performed better there, because the bass, or the upper bass, doesn't drown out the mids of the Harman Kardon. With the Klipsch it's the other way around. The nice mids are drowned out by the upper bass, which I don't know why. Why did you do this, Klipsch? You could have just boosted the low bass. It would have sounded as powerful as the Harman Kardon, maybe even better due to the nicer housing and better drivers, and it would have been a perfect speaker with even better mids than the Harman Kardon. Now, it does have better mids, but the upper bass drowns out everything, and basically the Harman Kardon sounds better with most tracks, unless there's no bass in them, and the nice mids of the Klipsch can really shine. Usually, again, the upper bass drowns them out. Now, going over to the treble, I also preferred the Klipsch, but again, the upper bass just took all of the attention from the nice treble and pulled it on itself, if you can say it like this. And again, I really am asking myself, why did you do this Klipsch? There's no reason for it. You could have just, I don't know, made the upper bass boost a bit, I don't know, tinier, smaller, and then pushed the lower bass, and the lower bass wouldn't drown out anything. The mids would have sounded nice, the treble would have sounded nice, and this kind of upper bass boost just gives the entire sound a weird kind of boxy and hollow kind of character, and that's why the Harman Kardon usually sounds better, which is just the truth. I mean, the Harman Kardon doesn't have more potential, it's not the better hardware you are buying, but it's simply the better package you are buying due to the tuning. If maybe Klipsch comes up with a second version with a tuning which I would like, for example a low bass boost, because it does have nice low bass, and even more linear treble response, it would be the perfect speaker for $350, especially because it now has a battery built in. The Klipsch KMC3, which is the predecessor, didn't have one. You would have to put in, I think, 8 or 10 D batteries, which is totally annoying, and now they fixed this. And sadly, this time they went for this weird upper bass boost, which gives the entire sound signature some kind of, I don't know, wrong touch to it. It just doesn't sound right compared to the Harman Kardon. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Until then, have a great time and bye bye.